Hey, hi everybody. Welcome to Life After Mental Illness. My name's Bill MacPhee. I'm your recovery expert, and recovery is when you wouldn't want to be anyone else other than who you are today. Um, where we left off the last vlog is that we talked a little bit about self-esteem and talked about how self-esteem is how we feel about ourselves on the inside, how we like ourselves and feel about ourselves. And what we have next is very important is what confidence is. Confidence. Basically, confidence is self-esteem turned inside out. It's confidence is being able to project your feeling, to project your presence, to project your self-esteem in an outward bound. So self-esteem is how we feel on the inside, and confidence is being able to project that self-esteem, that good self-esteem, out publicly. Some people might call it an aura or a presence, or they'll say, well, this person seems very confident and things like that. Now, if you look back into the videos, you'll see that a few videos ago, a few blogs ago, I interviewed my friend Brian, and I mentioned right in that vlog, I mentioned that, Brian, you have an aura about you. You have an aura about you that you're very you're a very gentle, kind person. You have that aura about you. And Brian basically has self-esteem, and his confidence shows up in that aura. Now, on this topic of confidence and self-esteem, we talked about that because of its, we have our negative symptoms, which have the lack of joy, emotional blandness, blunted affect, lack of motivation, lack of energy, and everything like that. So when we have our confidence and our self-esteem, it makes us very easy to move forward to those other things in the negative or deficit symptoms. Now I want to take a question here that's related as well. So here I have a question from Lenora, and Lenora says, my son has been living with mental illness for 18 years. What is hard for him is making social connections. He spends most of his time alone. How can I encourage him in making friends? He is 38. Okay, well, Lenora, and for many of you out there, I gotta tell you that we identify ourselves many times is of what we do. Who we are is a lot of times what we do. So, one of the first three questions that anybody ever asks when you're at an event, at a public thing, in a group or whatever, is, oh, so what do you do? Oh, so what do you do? Well, it's not very appealing to say, and this was my case. It's not very appealing to say, well, I go to bed at 6 o'clock at night and I lay there until 11 the next morning, and then maybe I'll get up and I'll have some tea or coffee, and then maybe I'll just go for a walk and come back and maybe lie down. We don't want to project that. We don't want to project that to the public. If we're in an event and we're socializing and we're talking to people, we're not going to tell them that, right? And so that's what happens. People don't have an identity. They don't know who they are, and therefore they don't know what to say. I can remember being in that position. I can remember being lost and not knowing where I want to go and everything like that. And people would say, well, what do you do, Bill? And I'd say, well, I'm a buggerologist. and they'd say, what, you're a buggerologist? What's that? And I go, they'd be going, podiatrist, psychiatrist, horticulture. What's a buggerologist? And I'd say it's just somebody who does bugger all, And that was the position I was, because I was dealing with those negative symptoms. I was on the couch. I wasn't active. So what happens here, Lenora, now with your son, is very important. We have to provide a solution. So here's what we do. You tell your son, you know what? Why don't you take a correspondence course or an online course, or if you're close to a community college, sign up for one course. You sign up for one course, maybe you're interested in it, maybe you're not, but you go through the motions. You sign up for that course. Now you're in school and you have a course. What are you now? You're a student. Lenora, your son is a student. So when your son goes to an event and he's talking to somebody, oh, so, so, what you do? Oh, I'm actually a student. I'm over here at the college and I'm taking blah, blah, blah. There we are. That boosts, we feel a little bit better about ourselves. We have that, oh, we're doing something. We have that confidence. We got to do something. You're not lying. You're not saying, I'm a buggerologist. You're saying I'm a student, which is true. If you don't want to go to school, well, maybe you have a hobby. Maybe you want to do something that you can think of, I want to do a hobby. And then you're in a social setting and somebody says, well, hey, Bill, what do you do? Well, I'm not doing too much right now, but I'm really interested in so-and-so, my hobby, my journaling, or my writing, or whatever. You see, that's why, Lenora, your son doesn't want to socialize and is in isolation, is because he has poor self-esteem, a lack of confidence, and no identity to say what he's doing. Okay, I'm going to end there. In the next vlog, I'm going to go into some more negative symptoms. I don't know if I'm going to talk about motivation, lack of joy, emotional bluntness, lack of energy. So one of those I'll talk about. I got to try to think about the right order, how they fit. And really, that's hard to do because they're kind of there's not an order to those things, but they kind of all overlap. But anyways, come to us in our next vlog and we'll move forward and talking about the negative symptoms. And then after we are done with the negative symptoms, I'm going to go on to bipolar. We'll talk about bipolar a bit. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. I'm Bill MacPhee. I'm your recovery expert. And recovery is when you wouldn't want to be anyone else other than who you are today. Have a great day, everybody. And remember, there is life after mental illness. Have a great day. Hi. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And follow me on Facebook and Twitter.